On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis. And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. Now an option play on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Bridgewater to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense. Absolutely. He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse. And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Play fake. Here's Willis. He's got a man. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time. Leaves him with 30 coming up. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And that is incomplete. And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season. And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Texans at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Play action now. Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and trying to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now a 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. On the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go, Texans. Yeah.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Willis now off play action. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Last play of the half, Willis.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Willis. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Backed
tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion is Austin Hooper. Third down, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free. It's fourth down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
And until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Pushes him over. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pierce gets this one running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Bridgewater. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Bridgewater. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Bridgewater on first down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Bridgewater will try and throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to look. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from. And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater on the move to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Willis. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Willis. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Willis to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the Commanders' Athletic Corner. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Commanders and the Chiefs, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Throwing right, and right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Chapman fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, it's Chapman. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one...
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chapman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They find some open field here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue.
Well, everyone's... So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Chapman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Here for the Commanders. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against the better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just
It's week 3 of the NFL, and this one features Jamin Davis. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders under the lights on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And right side, they're going to go option here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is difficult.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works.
They're trying to pick up some. Prescott on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott under pressure. They got him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to our left, and we will skip. First down, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. first down throw for Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Prescott now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go, 47.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
What's the deal, y'all?
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. To throw, Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about